scruffy. But we've been spending this morning getting the venue ready for the wedding tomorrow, and Karen is right now getting her nails and feet done, and I'm sitting in the car, so I decided to go live. So this week I've done two yards, my cousin's yard, Lisa Ann, and I've done Dave's yard. Dave's yard is a big yard, and somebody did say, well, why didn't you his yard? I could probably use a rider in the backyard and then still push the front. He likes the front over where that tree is to be push mode, and I don't blame him, so that's why I push mode. But it actually is good exercise for me to get out at least once every couple of weeks and do a little strenuous exercise, because it can be strenuous. But I break it down into like 3 sections. I do the right front side, the back, and then right up against the back of the house. Then I do the left front side, and that other little side is kind of sloped. I do that all at one time, and I take my breaks in between and all of that and get it done. He enjoys it. He pays me pretty good for what I do. He'll call me and say, how about Wednesday morning 10 to 12? And I say, that's fine. But I'm excited about tomorrow. We had a little issue with the DJ, which was supposed to be my little cousin, but he didn't come through. But my older cousin James Washington came through in the clinch and got us somebody who's gonna DJ. We're just gonna get married, same venue, and then my niece is having her friends help her cook up some food, and we just gonna get married and enjoy that little reception, and then go on home, and then get up Sunday morning, go to church, and then leave for Virginia Beach for about 2 or 3, 4 days, and then come on back home as Mr. and Mrs. Minor. That sounds good to me. Karen has been nothing but a godsend to me, and I think we complement each other. You know, she's the yin to my yang, and it is what it is. I'm 52 years old. I ain't got time for games. And Karen has raised 2 daughters, and they both are pretty successful. Her oldest got 2 kids of her own, and then Diamond is starting off her little career in early childhood development. So we got nothing to be sad about or whatever, and Karen is still working, so you know, we just gonna build. You know, if you sit around and wait for things to happen, a lot of time they don't happen. So we gonna make things happen and push forward together. That's what life is all about. If you ain't got you somebody, you better get you somebody, because I'm telling you, with my health issues, and Karen being a CNA, she really helped me over the last 2.5, almost 3 years to get through a lot and this, that, and the other. So, you know, and like I said, we help each other. So, but anyway, that's all I wanted to really say, was that I'm happy and excited about that. And I'm finishing all of this Coke. So she gonna have to go get something else when she get out here. But yeah, I have done a lot of fishing and videos, and I've done a lot of lawn care videos. The reason why I have so many videos on push mowing and stuff like that is because those are only real times I get to actually videotape I mean, as I do it, y'all see it. You know, it's just not on a live video. But sometimes I have my GoPro strapped to my head with the digital camera on one angle, and then I have my phone on a stand on another angle, and that's how I get so much content. It's the same content, just from a different view. And then out of all of that content, when I do it on my digital camera, I can take that little SD card out, put it in my laptop, and it makes it easier for me to upload videos. Some people think that, you know, uploading from your phone is the best way, but when you upload on YouTube Studio from your laptop, it gives you more and more options, and you can see. And if you got something that you want to edit, the YouTube software actually can help you edit right there before you upload video too. And I'm not by any means trying to sound like a guru, but I do have 840 some videos on YouTube, 526 subscribers, and some people struggle to get 100 subscribers. I started this new channel on April 19, 2022. So it's been 3 years that I've been doing this. And like I said, I've got better. I've dropped off. I stopped making videos for a little bit. And that was the biggest mistake. Because if you got momentum, that's the best thing for you to keep the algorithm pushing out your stuff. So just don't never stop. You know, I watch a lot of Myron Golden. He said he got content on so many different levels. You know, he said he waited 15 years. He didn't even know YouTube paid you for the content. 15 years, and then he turned on monetization. I just want to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That's not too much to ask, you know, especially if you do have people who like watching other people work, because that's the kind of people who I attract. If I get on there and I show myself splitting wood or cutting grass, weed eating, trimming shrubs, all of that. And, you know, some people will take this platform and use it for their business or whatever. I've been doing business. I've been selling firewood for 5 or 6 years. You know, people will, and I'm online, I'm on Google, I'm on Yelp. I got my own little Wix website and all of that. And people will call you and they can frustrate you because they're only calling to get a price or whatever. Well, they get shocked when I tell them, because my time is valuable, and to me, my wood is valuable. If you can't meet me where I want to be for my firewood, it can just sit there and dry until it rots away. But as far as my lawn care service, if we got a long-standing relationship and we established a price or whatnot, like I said, I only got 3 or 4 clients, and I help them, they help me. It's not always about going out here and making $500 a day for me. I can't do it no more. I'm 52. I can't get out there and mow 10 yards a day, and I'm not going to because I don't have to. But I still can enjoy doing that and showing it on YouTube, because it's called YouTube for a reason. It's my view of what I'm doing or whatever, and I'm sharing it with people who are like-minded and want to watch the same kind of stuff. And so that's what it is. You know, I'm not no fool, I'm not going to do something and not benefit from it. So, that is what it is or whatever. But I'm sitting in Karen's car in the passenger seat. I turned uh, her little phone holder around so it could see me. You guys gotta understand, excuse me, that YouTube is just that. It's a platform for you to put videos on. People pick and choose if they want to watch it or not watch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get all worked up, but I got one person right now watching this live video. I'm not going to get worked up because, only one person watched it. If one person get value out of the stuff that I put out, then my job is done. But I got a lot of positivity, positive energy, and stuff that I want to put out, and if I can do it on this platform, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep saying, I'm 52. I'm so thankful because I was born in 1973, and I grew up as a young man in the 90s. A lot of my friends did not make it through that. Some of them was 14 and 15 years old in the drug game back in the day, and now they picking up the pieces of their life. I went in the military, served 20 years, got out, got with my family. We started doing firewood. We would do a little tree work. We did a lot of fishing and stuff like that. There's many, many paths in life that you can take. And I never been to jail in my whole 52 years. It's probably because my mama was very, very stern with me when I was young. And she told me, she said, boy, I'm going to tell you something. If you want anything in life, you're going to have to bust your ass to get it. And then she said, and you're going to have to work 10 times harder to keep it. This is what I grew up listening to. And my mom was a little short. She had a beautiful smile, big puffy cheeks like mine. And I'm telling you, she was dead serious when she told me, you're going to have to bust your ass to get anything. And then after you bust your ass to get it, you're going to have to work 10 times harder to keep it. And that's coming true in 2025, y'all. So I just wanted to get on and share a little bit with y'all. This video has gone on for about 10 minutes, and I speaking of my mom, and then I want to talk about my dad. My dad had a 4th grade education. And I'm going to tell you, that was the hardest working man I ever knew in my life. And he kept 5 or 6 kids together. His first wife died at 30 years old from cancer back in the 60s. My brother David was 4 years old, and he was it was had to be the 70s because David was 4 and he was born in 67. So 71, she died, 30 years old, had 5 kids. My dad kept them together. My dad was born in 1940 during when World War II, World War I or II was still going on, and he used to tell me the story about having to peel potatoes twice and stuff like that. When them old people start talking to y'all, or they got stories that they telling you how it was back then, and be careful because I'm telling y'all, we might be going back to that, with the way things is going in our political scene and stuff like that. And this video is not about that, but I thank God that I know how to hunt, I know how to fish, I know how to grow a garden, I know how to camp if I have to. All of these little skills that people have gotten away from. Oh man, that's country, this and that. guess what? Most of your family and everything else grew up living like that. In the South, in the North, everywhere that's black. And I didn't mean to make it like that, but y'all need to get back to your roots. That's real talk. Because like I said, down here where I'm at, you know, I can hunt, fish, you know, I got, you know, shotguns, and a compound bow. If I need to go kill something, I can go kill something. Not saying that that's what I want to do. I said something, not someone, by the way, YouTube. But yeah, you know, these kids these days, they have grown up and they expect things to go a certain way. But us Gen X kids, shit, we were at home by ourselves with a key to the house at 8 years old. We're not the same, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I watched this guy lead Farmer 73, and he's always talking about preparing. He got his own little spot, and he's getting his animals and chickens and all of that together. That man's smart. You know, I watched a recent video where one of his fruit tree branches broke, and he knows how to take care of that stuff. You can't just go buy a book and learn that stuff. And speaking of that, he even made it a point to say they trying to ban the books for us to self-educate and all of that. That's a whole nother story, you know. But some of that stuff, you cannot learn it out of a book. You have to go through it. And that's why I'm not upset with the life and the style of my life that I have lived. I enjoy fresh air outside. I enjoy being on the edge of a fish pond. I enjoy being in the woods in the fall hunting squirrels. I enjoy it in the wintertime tracking deer, you know, and know what to do with it too. Well, I let Boogie do all the skinning of the squirrels, because I just hate it. And sometimes I let him clean the fish, but I bought myself a electric knife, so when I catch them big old bass, I fillet, y'all. Fillet it, and don't have to worry about no bones, don't have to worry about no scales. That little electric knife works wonders. You know what I'm saying? And I like bluegill shell cracker. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. I found videos about the shell cracker that's at Lake Havasu in Arizona. I am making my way over there soon. Those shell crackers this big. That's 13, 14 inches long and weighing 2-3 pounds. I've never seen that in person, and that's worth seeing to me. But anyway, I just was rambling on because I was taking a nap in the car. But y'all take heed to some of the stuff I'm saying. Go find your Uncle Buck and whatnot that lives in the country and is doing country things, and learn from, because we might be going back to that. I'm telling y'all. Anyway, that's going to end this video. You were just inside the Curtis Minor Experience.